how's it going, everybody? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Walmart exclusive Aayla Secura from the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. So in regards to this wave, I thought about skipping Kit Fisto and Aayla, but then the more I thought about it, I said, no, let me grab Kit, and I could stick a robe on him, and that actually looks really good. And then I thought about it some more, and I said, well, I don't want to leave Aayla out. So I picked her up as well. And of course, Aayla comes on this retro style card back from 2005. Through this big bubble, you can see the figure. She comes with a lightsaber as well as a swoosh blade. That's kind of cool. You have this nice picture here, and down here we have Star Wars Revenge of the Sith and Aayla Secura. And there's the back of the card. You got the same picture that's on the front, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, Aayla Secura. You have a picture of the figure there. You also have a little blurb that they wrote to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. Then you have some mouse print down there. And on the bottom, you got the barcode, some logos, and more mouse print. And this little blurb says, celebrate the 20th anniversary of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith with figures from the Black Series featuring commemorative packaging. All right, I'm going to get Aayla Secura out of this bubble, and let's take a look at her, and I'm definitely going to compare her to the 2023 version. All right, so here's the 20th anniversary of Aayla Secura out of the bubble, and I'm going to try not to spend a whole lot of time on this figure because it is literally the same figure as the 2023 version. I've already reviewed this, okay, just slightly different colors, but let's take a close look at this one. And I think the head sculpt looks great. I like the eyes and the lips. The nose, the skin tone is great. I like her little so-called ears and the head wrap. The wraps on the Leku are very clean. I do have some stray brown paint back there. I could probably hit that with some alcohol or some acetone. In fact, on my 2023 version, I've got a splotch of brown on her right ear. And I meant to do something about this, and I kind of forgot. So, yeah, now that I have a brown splotch on both, I may have to address that. But, yeah, that's kind of strange. But it's expected. Anyway, back to the outfit. It looks good. Now, I'm not sure if this would benefit from a dark wash or some kind of wash to make all these lines pop, but the detail is there, and it looks great. Got a sleeve on the left side and just skin on the right. Her belly looks amazing. That's what her back looks like. Again, some nice detail back here, good detail here. And then on the front, this looks very nice. Got some little hangy down pieces on either side. Got a little hole there to plug the saber into. And then just some brown pants, or brownish pants, and some boots, some high-heeled boots. And I'll just hit some articulation highlights. So as far as side to side at the head, it turns at an angle. I don't know who turns their head like that, and of course it's just the shape of her neck. The head really doesn't go up much to turn the head. Yeah, it's at an angle. That's really bizarre, but there's not a lot of tilt and not a whole lot of up and down either. For arms, they go up that far, and she does have some little baby butterfly joints in there, or at least it looks like it. It's kind of cute. Yeah, you've got some movement there. Of course, they can rotate around, no problem. Now, the elbows on Aayla are pretty good. They get a little past 90. Okay, not terrible. And then a swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. You have up and down hinges on both wrists. Now for midsection, right here at the mid-torso, some excellent swivel, but not a lot of crunch. A little bit of back, but not a lot of side-to-side tilt. For legs, they go up that far. They go out very far. They can go back pretty far, but they go back at a V. And I think it's just the sculpt of her butt kind of kicks her leg out. There is a thigh cut for swivel, and you have double jointed knees that get all the way up to there. She does have boot swivel, and then feet down all the way, feet up, a pretty good amount, and some swivel at the ankle. All right, so let's compare these two ladies. So I have the 2023 version here on the left and the 20th anniversary on the right. And right off the bat, you can tell that the skin tone is different, and I like the 20th anniversary much better. I think it's a little bit deeper blue. And as far as the faces, I like the 20th anniversary much better. The eyes are a little sharper, and the lips are actually a little bit softer. Kind of makes them look a little more natural. So I like the face on the new one. As far as the outfit, we'll start with the head wrap. The 2023 version is a little darker, okay, compared to the 20th. And the wraps on the Leku, they're a little darker on the old one, and they're kind of shiny compared to the 20th anniversary. This looks a little bit better. This is really shiny back here, okay? And as far as the shirt or tank top, halter top, whatever you want to call it, it's a little bit lighter on the 2023 version, okay, compared to the 20th. Sleeve, same thing. It's a little lighter here. The thing on her belt is also a little bit lighter. And I think the detail on the new one shows up just a touch better. It's a little cleaner The hanging down pieces, again, a little lighter on the old one. Pants, maybe just a shade lighter on the old. And same with the boots, just a little bit lighter on the old one. So not a huge difference between the two, but I do like the skin tone better on this one. The face looks better, so I think the 20th anniversary is the clear winner. And let's compare lightsabers now. So I have the 20th anniversary on the bottom and the 2023 version on the top. And these are pretty much the same. If anything, this little gold button there may be a little more pronounced on the new one, okay, but not by much. Now, as far as Ayla's hilt, all these lines in here should be black. And this would be an easy fix, just hit it with a dark wash, make all these show up. Shouldn't have to do that, but yeah, the hilts are pretty much the same. Now, as far as the blade, I like the new one better. It's a little bit deeper blue. And of course, the 20th anniversary Ayla comes with a swoosh blade. And these are pretty neat. Yeah, I think overall, it's a pretty good looking saber hilt. I do love the gold right there. Now, in this light, with the light kind of coming from the side, the little lines in here do look like they're black. It's because it's kind of casting a shadow. Yeah, that's kind of cool. But overall, it's a pretty good looking hilt. I do want to see how it looks on her belt. Let's see, get in there. Okay, that goes in there nicely, and it is very secure. It's very secura. I don't know that I'll ever pose her like this, but I do like the look of that. And here's the lightsaber in the right hand. It's a good fit. It's not going anywhere. I think this looks good. Now, as far as posing this figure for this video, I don't want to run through poses with both blades, so here's what it would look like with the swoosh blade. You can imagine, and I do like the look of that. Okay, it's a nice accessory to have, but this looks nice. And here she is in an action pose with the saber way back here, and again, if I were to put the swoosh blade on, that's what that would look like. I like it. Very wide stance. I think this figure stands up pretty good. And here she is, same stance, but I put the left hand here, so this is like she's deflecting something. And again, swoosh blade, that's what that would look like. Pretty cool. And this is about how high you can get both hands over her head while still holding onto the hilt. That's pretty impressive. So I think this figure is very posable, and I don't want to be here all day. I mean, I've already reviewed this figure, so I think I'm going to stop here with the poses. But for the shelf, I think I'm going to keep the 20th anniversary just like this, sort of at a ready stance. I think this looks nice. So for the display, the 20th anniversary is going to be just like this. Now the 2023 version, I've always kind of had her like this, kind of a backhand slash. So I used the swoosh blade from the 20th for this one, and I think that looks pretty cool. So let's go stick these two ladies on the shelf, and let's see how they look there. And there's the 20th anniversary of Ayla on the shelf, and she looks good. Again, I like the face on this one, and I am loving that slightly darker skin tone. Just looks really cool, and she looks good next to Kit in his robe. And I have the 2023 version up here with these other Jedi from Attack of the Clones, and the swoosh blade is totally doing its job. Yeah, that looks awesome. But yeah, the 20th anniversary, I'm happy to have it here in this section. So bottom line, I think Ayla looks fantastic. Now, did we really need a repack of Ayla and Kit Fisto for this 20th anniversary subline? I don't know. That's up for debate. I mean, there's a lot of other Jedi that they could have done, and they still may. We'll just have to wait and see. But I do like this version a lot. The face looks great, and I'm digging this slightly darker skin tone. So I'm still happy to have this figure. But just like always, I would love to hear from you all. So comment below and let me know what you think of this 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, Aayla Secura. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, smack like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. I would certainly appreciate it. And something else that I would love for you to consider, and that is joining the channel. It is the 112th Battalion. It's only 99 cents a month. You'll get sneak peeks to upcoming videos and custom emojis and loyalty badges, and even some exclusive members-only content. I would definitely appreciate that. But just like always, thank you all so much for watching. See y'all next time.